Hello, everyone. My name is Matt Nicoletti. Joining me today again is Emma Stanbury from West Canberra Wanderers as we look in anticipation to tomorrow's Federation Cup final, 2 p.m. from Deakin Stadium against Canberra, Croatia. Emma, how are you going today? And thank you for joining me again.
Yeah, I'm going good. Again, another chilly morning in Canberra, but it's just getting the final things prepared for tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to it.
And I know we talked a little bit about this last time, but it was an intense semi-final against Gungahlin United, 2-1 after extra time. What did you make of how that match played out?
That was a really good match. I think I said it to you last time. It's one of those games that you'll probably remember for the rest of your life. But one of the biggest things I took out of it was obviously the fight that our girls have till the final whistle. And I just said to them, that's why you never give up, because anything can happen. We got the goal in like the last minute and a half. So it was pretty exciting.
And your other encounter on the road to the final was Tuggeranong United 3-0. What did you take away from that performance?
Yeah, that was our first time we versed Tuggeranong this season. They're actually a very different squad to last year, and we found that one quite challenging. That was obviously a nice win to get behind us, which built our confidence and the momentum that we have had the past month and a half to 2 months. But yeah, it was just a nice confidence builder for us, and and then we just went from there.
Unfortunately, your girls won't be without Tiana Jaber after missing out on the final after a red card last weekend. How big a loss will she be to the team, considering she's been quite an important player since her arrival?
Yeah, we're obviously going to miss her out there, but I just go back to last week. We were down to 8 players against Olympic, with no well-known names out there on the squad, and they held Olympic out for 10 minutes. And it just goes to show, we don't have the big names of the Canberra League, but that's not to say that after this season that won't change, because I've got these group of girls that are just working so hard. They're phenomenal, and I know by the end of this year people are going to start saying their names are the big ones of the league. So
you've had a couple of weeks now to think about this final. How are you guys preparing for it?
Well, obviously with Croatia, they play a fast game of football. They move the ball around really fast, and speed of play and all those kind of things. So we've just been preparing with, a lot of high intensity at training, a lot of short spaces, moving the ball around, trying to get it out of our feet faster. And because they also like to press nice and fast. So hopefully when we come out tomorrow night, people will see a bit of a change in our speed of play, and and just make sure that we transition well into defense and take our opportunities when they present themselves, because obviously, we do get quite a lot of opportunities in games, and against teams like Croatia, we need to make sure that every single opportunity we get, we put it away.
And some of the squad might not have played in finals before, so it's a new exciting challenge for them. What's the feeling like around the squad heading into the weekend?
Yeah, it's really good. After training last night, we're all in a big group and talking about how important this game is to us. Not just to us as well. It is important to the club. I don't think they've had this feeling around West Canberra Wanderers women's program for a while. So there's a lot of love in the group, care for each other, and just wanting the best for each other. So they're all excited and raring to go, and I'm excited to see the kind of game that they show you guys tomorrow night.
And since we chatted last, you had a pretty good 1-1 draw against Belconnen, and you mentioned the 1-0 loss to Olympic right there. What did you make of both those games and how they played out?
Belconnen, that was a good game. Mike might say the same thing as what I'm going to say. I actually think we could have won it, and we probably should have won it. There was a couple opportunities once again that we should have put it away, and I keep saying to the girls, this is going to be the difference in our season. And as for Olympic, Olympic seems to be a bit of our bogey team that we verse. I think personally, we played with more possession that game. We had a lot more opportunities, but they've got someone like Ash Sykes up front that she gets given that one opportunity, gets put away. So the confident thing that I've taken from it, and I've said to the girls, is we are playing great football. Again, I'll repeat it. As I keep saying to them, it comes down to the opportunities. If we put them away, we're going to be at the top, hands down. So
you've played every team now so far this season. What do you make of how competitive it is? There seems to be a top six sort of brewing.
Yeah, it's definitely different to last year. Obviously, I only came in halfway through the season last year, but it was a lot more kind of like a top two, looking with Belconnen and Croatia. And obviously Gungala was pushing, but you could still see the difference between Belconnens and Croatia's compared to the other clubs. Whereas this season, teams like Canberra United Academy, they're doing really well. I think they've kind of come out from under the radar as a team that obviously we thought they'd be up high, but to get a 3-1 win over Croatia is massive. And yeah, so it definitely is a lot more competitive this year. And each week it's kind of, it's a bit of you can't really guess the results that are going to come in a sense. So I find it funny when I listen to you guys with your predictions, and yeah, it's good. It's good fun. It's good to see, and it's good because it's helping the girls grow and the women's game grow here.
And is there anything you'd like to say to the Wanderers fans, sponsors, general community heading into the big match this weekend?
Mate, all I say to them is we're gonna do everything we can as a squad. The girls are really playing for the badge, and it's going to be exciting. I hope that we can put on a show that they all deserve to see, and hopefully come out with the trophy at the end of it and bring some silverware home.